All right, this reading is for Taurus for the month of April. I am Rocco George from Rocco George Tarot, amongst a few other things. All right, Taurus, month of April. Something I've been telling everybody is April's going to be a pretty crazy month, especially around 420. That's something I just picked up from the news. But so first off, to start out, we have Page of Wands. This is something's going to be communicated to you at work. So we're going to have to see what that is about. Okay. So something's going to be communicated to you at work. It could be like some kind of a new position. It could be a new goal that you have that you actually want to move up to. It's a position that you may have to learn a little bit about before you can get there, but definitely let people know that that's what you want to do. Four of Swords. Something's going to be communicated to you at work. This is about work here. You're going to try to learn. You're pushing yourself to learn about something that's going to better your position in the field that you're in. Maybe you are a business owner. If you're your own boss, you might want to move. You might want to introduce a new product or a new service. Let's say you're a painter, a home painter, whatever. Okay, well, we're gonna start doing the roof as well. But don't overdo it. You have to maintain your own. It seems like maybe you get an idea and you go really hard, and then you forget that you need time to rest. You need time to take it easy. Don't overdo it. I see the type of feeling I'm getting right now is you get an idea, you get really excited about it, and you're good at it, and you go, you learn about it, you learn how to do it, and it's easy for you to learn things, is what I'm picking up. And you're good at building things, getting other people to build with you, build a business, or if you work for somebody else, you're good at introducing new things to the company, but you overdo it, and then you just kind of you want to just let it go. You overdo it, and then you guilt yourself for having to rest, but it's like you've been pushing yourself just too hard. And I feel like this is something that's in the future for you. So yeah, you're at the position where there's a new service you want to introduce to your job. You still have some things you want to learn about it. But once you do and you get things moving, you've got to remember to take a rest. And it's going to be a good thing for you. It's going to be something that's going to bring balance to you, emotionally fulfilling. And it's going to be you, and you're going to have some sort of a business partner working with you. It could be a romantic partner that is sort of into the same thing that you're into. If it's like a bakery, oh, well, I know how to bake this certain thing, and let's do this. Let's get this thing going. But as I said before, you tend to go overboard, and then you forget that you need to rest, and that you need to actually not overdo it and run out of steam, and it becomes too much for you. You're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt your back. Knight of Cups. Yeah. So it's like you're moving too fast. Or you tend to move too fast and you tend to kind of take control. But this time you're going to be in a partnership, and I think it's going to be a really, really good partnership. Make sure you can see that. It's going to be a really good partnership. It's going to be a positive moving forward, but you have to not take total control of the situation. You have to stand back and let your partner, or it could be more than one person working with you, but let them do some work as well. You're good at being a boss. You're good at directing. You're good at telling people what to do. But you have to step away and you have to let other people's ideas, there you go, other people's ideas, because you will end up putting in a lot of work and then it won't be fruitful. You'll be waiting and waiting and waiting for things to take off. So you can't do this one alone. You have to be open to other ideas. You've got some great ideas, but you have to let other people do some of the work, or else it's not going to be fruitful. But if you get this down, it's going to be very rewarding, very, you'll put in the work and you'll get rewarded for it. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So it's starting to go a little bit awry. What I'm feeling is that these snags in the future is that there are going to be worries over money. There is going to be a feeling of doubt. You'll have some moment. I mean, we all have these feelings of sort of imposter syndrome. But I feel this is sort of a financial problem, a snag that you're going to run into. So, and you're going to feel out of place. You're going to feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe I should have waited. Maybe I shouldn't have got other people involved, because you'll feel responsible. Okay, so we've got the 5 of Pentacles. And that is sort of the feeling of imposter syndrome. You know, maybe you hit some financial snags. You feel out of place for a bit. Maybe this was a bad idea. And then comes up the Well. So, on this endeavor, if things don't quite work out, it is going to lead you to a new place. If you are, if something happens, let's say you open a bakery, starts to not go very well, it's like, the bakery's not doing well, then things might need to just change. So maybe it's still a bakery, but we do very creative looking birthday cakes. That's just an example, but just the Well is sort of the birthplace of ideas, where you sort of, you reach in and you pull out gold. You pull out these ideas that are going to really get things together, get things going. You've got a great imagination. You're very creative. So any snags that you hit, you can deal with it, but you got to remember to let other people put their necks out, and also you got to remember to pull back and also take care of yourself physically, your body. Ace of Wands, because it's such a perfect card for this moment for you, because it makes me feel strength. Like you're a strong person. You're a strong person that can handle a lot of things, a lot of work. People admire your strength, and that's where people see your value in your strength, in your ingenuity, in your ability to build new things. To you hit snags, and you can pull an idea out of your head, and things are back on track. You can think, okay, we ran out of money. Okay, what are we going to do? Let's have a bake sale, or I don't know why I'm thinking about bake sales and bakeries, but you get my point. I also see things in construction, like painting a house. Okay, we're going to do roofing as well, or we're going to start putting in windows. It's just like Nine of Swords. So, like I was saying, you know your strengths, or trust your strengths. You are overthinking certain things. You're afraid of failure. And you should just trust that you are strong enough. You just have to know to step back, to rest, to not overdo it, to let other people put their necks out. I think that's your biggest problem, is that when things go to hell, you take the responsibility. Even if it's not your fault, you take the responsibility, and it weighs on you, and it disrupts your whole life. It's time to change that. And that's why you have this Four of Swords. And swords is air, swords is like mental health and legal stuff. But for you, I feel like it's when things go bad, you take it so personally that it disrupts your whole life. And that's why you have to step away, you have to rest, you have to make sure that mentally you're good, emotionally you're good. You got some Knight of Cups. You've got definitely a lot of work, a lot of pentacles. You've got Two of Cups, meaning, you're going to have somebody you can work with. You're not going to be alone. And please, please do not take things alone. Do not take any failure by yourself. This is going to be a group endeavor, a creation. The artist, again, if you look at the artist, look at this. The artist, the well, and the magician is all about creating, manifesting, bringing things about. This artist, this card sort of symbolizes the usefulness of what you're creating, of what you're bringing to the table. But you have to remember to not take any failure personally. You take it as a learning experience, because the failure will lead you to another road of success. And it's any learning experience, because I feel like you tend to, you're hard on yourself. This is a failure. You throw it all away. You move on to something else. You've got to take all that you've learned from this experience, from this new endeavor, and use it. You've got the life experience. You've got the strength to handle it. You've been through a lot, and you can handle it. You can handle it, but you have to take care of yourself. Queen of Swords. Nurture your mental health. The fact that you have the artist, the well, it just means that you've got this ingenuity that can't fail. But you just take things hard. You take things to heart too much, but you are a strong person. And people depend on you, and you are an admirable person for that. But you have to learn to step back, take a rest, and what I've been telling everybody is, watch your pennies, watch your money. Definitely move forward with this idea. Learn as much as you can before you know, this you'll need a certain preparedness, and you know, please remember to take care of yourself. And I really admire you for you know, making this all happen. And I'm so excited to hear if anybody can relate to this, and I hope you do. Taurus, for April. Thank you so much. Be a blessing to somebody. Thank you so much.